try and get it all connected.
Well, here we are again. And Craig is at the moment fumbling around behind the, what is that thing? IC7000?
No, 706.
Oh, it's an Icom IC706.
Yes.
Not been a fan of Icom since I found out that they use phase modulation instead of
Somebody
FM.
bolted that there and makes it all good to put connectors
Oh,
on.
right, yeah.
I don't know who did that. But
7093 seems to be the frequency of choice around here for 40 metres. Okay, so selected AM, and what?
Microphone is up there.
The microphone. Oh, right.
Yes, that one.
Okay. Needs to be it needs to be PTT'd, of course.
Yes.
Now, what's the output power of this thing set to, Craig? Because being on AM, we'll get about 25% of that.
No. Right low.
It's low. Okay. When you say low, 5 watts.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll probably get 1.5 watts out of it if it's set to AM.
Not enough. Hang on.
Yeah, 10 watts would be good.
Yep.
Ready? Ooh.
Yep.
Okay. That's 10 watts. And what's the SWR there?
Top.
Better.
1.4.
Better than 1.4. Well, better than 1.5. So, actually, as I've got the PTT pressed, I better say VK6ACT mobile testing. To be compliant, I'd say that's okay. That looks pretty damn good. And then they'll say, CS running AM on 7093, is he on drugs? And I'll say, well, at least it's not FM stereo. Just adjust the 19 kilohertz pilot tone. And take up the entire band with my high fidelity modulation. Okay. Alright, well, so that looks alright. I mean, do you want to try it?
You can.
Okay. Well, I'm holding the camera, but never mind. Okay. Let's see if I can hold this in a position where it's going to keep still. VK6ACT mobile, just testing testing an installation. Anyone out there give us a report, over?
Go again, the mobile.
Sounds promising. Victor Kilo 6 Charlie Sierra mobile, over.
VK6 Charlie Sierra mobile, VK6BSA, Mark near Esperance. Good copy, go ahead.
VK6BSA in Esperance, VK6CS mobile in Perth, in Kelmscott, in fact. And yes, hello, Mark. I was one of the guys that met you down on the Esperance seafront with the mag loop a couple of weeks back, over.
Oh, must be the bearded gentleman, were you?
I still am.
Oh, good stuff. Yeah. Well, the mobile's working fine. S3 to Esperance, not bad for the middle of the day.
Yeah, well, you're always a good signal wherever I hear you, Mark. I've been out and about in the bush, and I've heard you on this frequency, and wherever I've heard you, you've been a really good signal. No exception today. I'd say your signal's peaking up to 7 or 8. R5, no problem at all. Hang on just a second. How much power are we running?
Half.
Half. What, 50 watts?
Mm.
Oh, okay. So we're running 50 watts into a Turlin. HF antenna. It's a Turlin Perth, which is one of the smaller Turlin antennas. I know you use the big 3 metre one. I'd be interested to know if you're using that today, or whether you're using the one I saw that's about on your vehicle, that's about 2 metres long. I'm actually recording this. I'm going to put it on my YouTube channel. That's what I've got in mind anyway. As long as you're not unhappy with that, and you'll be able to see how you sound in Kelmscott. But certainly these things seem to work reasonably well. VK6BSA, VK6ACT mobile.
Yeah, good stuff. Victor Kilo 6 Bravo Sierra Alpha. I'm actually operating from home on the base station, so yeah, I'd appreciate if you could send me a link to it, because I'm using a desk bike and I'm wanting to
do me a
Not
favour.
mobile today. I'm operating the Franklin style antenna, which is about 100 metres long, and running 300 watts. Go ahead.
That doesn't sound... You know, Mark, that doesn't sound very dissimilar to your mobile setup. That's incredible, isn't it? When you think of the difference between the antennas. I know that you run a fair bit of power when you're mobile, but if you're running 300 watts into a large antenna from home, I'll tell you what, I would not have picked that. I would have thought that you were sitting in your vehicle there with your mobile setup. It's funny stuff, HF, isn't it? And it's amazing. What you can get away. It just shows you how well that mobile setup of yours works, I think, doesn't it? If you want to see this, I've got just go to YouTube and put VK6CS in the search bar, and I've just got a channel called VK6CS, and it'll come up with all the videos. I probably won't put it on there till tonight because it takes forever to load these ones that are a few minutes long. Over.
QSO, VK6 Bravo Sierra Alpha returning. Well, thanks for the compliments of the mobile installation. Yes, I've been told that there's not too much dissimilarity between the signals, which means I've got the mobile working fairly efficient. Even though I'm using a large antenna, it might not be making too much difference to you. It certainly helps a bit on the receive side of things.
Sure it does, yeah.
I've got a dipole I compare it against too, and you're 2 points stronger on receive over a dipole. And I get 1 or 2 points difference too over a dipole with this antenna as well. But it varies from time of day, etc., etc. But yes, I am happy with the way the mobile works, and
I'm sure Craig is happy too with the way the mobile antennas
a lot
work.
of noise coming through, and
how far is that from here?
signal. Thanks for that. I'll have a look on the web tomorrow, or later tonight, and get to listen to what this microphone sounds like. The desk mic share a mic 20 ICOM. Go ahead.
VK6BSA, VK6CS mobile. Yeah, okay, Mark, no worries at all. We're only using the internal speaker on the ICOM 706, so we're not using an external speaker. I'm in Craig VK6FLAM's vehicle. My vehicle, I've got an external speaker, and it sounds, the audio quality sounds better. But I don't have HF in the vehicle at the moment, so I can't just pop over to that car and give you a report on that equipment. But we're very happy with the signal report from yourself. As I say, just running 50 watts from the ICOM 706 into a Turlin Perth antenna mounted on the bull bar, and sitting in a car park surrounded by buildings and trees. So yeah, absolutely delighted with that. You may be interested to know, Mark, too, that on my channel I did there's another couple of videos there. If you look at the ones that are no more than probably about a week old, there's one that says, oh no, I'll tell you which one it is. It's comparing the big delta loop with the small homemade mag loop. So it's only a few videos ago, and I was recording looking at the 857, and there was yourself and Clive and some others, and we were involved in the conversation, VK6ACT and myself, and you can see how you sound at near Kalgoorlie, because I'm pretty sure you're on that one as well. Alright, Mark, well, I'll say many thanks to you for the report, and we'll cut and run and call this installation a win. VK6BSA, VK6S mobile.
Yeah. Good, Charlie. I was talking before to Craig. Was having a bit of, I think it was Craig. I did miss the call phone.
I don't know how much longer I can hold this position.
Okay,
I won't turn the camera around and show it to you, but my torso is rotated through 90 degrees. That's why I'm creaking and groaning a bit.
I'll get back to it. Who's calling? I just wandered into the house. So I'll go back to do what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'll get back on a little bit later on today. VK6 Charlie Sierra. VK6 Bravo Sierra Alpha. Clear and listening.
Yeah, cheers, Mark. Much appreciated that you took the time and trouble to pop on and give us a report. Well, we'll no doubt catch you around. VK6CS mobile, clear.
VK6
Bloody Colin's on there now as well. I'm not going to be able to get untwizzled. VK6ACT, VK6CS Mobile.
Yeah, good morning again, Steve. VK6CS Mobile, VK6ACT.
ACT, no.
I just turned the HF on and there you were. I wonder if you're mobile with the that loop, or whether you're just driving around with a whip over.
VK6ACT, VK6CS Mobile. No, I'm loopy enough, mate. I'm running the... I'm actually sitting in Craig, VK6FLAM's car. And he's just said, can we have a look at the tune on his mobile antenna? And he's got a Turlin Perth. So we just put it on the analyzer, and we just sort of tweaked it up. And just basically came on to put out a shout to get a report, and was really pleased to hear Mark in Esperance come back and give us a pretty decent report.
Yeah, roger mate, VK6CS Mobile, VK6ACT.
That doesn't sound any different to the Esperance station, does it?
Where's he?
Signal strength's quite down here.
The other side of Armadale.
Then again, I've got this topsy vertical antenna. I don't get good reception here, but doing quite all right. And yeah, I've got to get some HF back in the car. But anyway, I'll leave you with it, guys, and have fun out there trialling.
VK6CS Mobile. Yeah, thanks, mate. I'm sure we will. And just for your info, I was recording that for my for one of the CS. Well, how did you put it? It's going to form part of the usual CS fare. So if you're interested, you may hear yourself using the word poxy on the radio tomorrow. Cheers, Colin, and thanks for popping on. I'll catch you around. VK6CS Mobile.
No worries. Wow, I'm famous. All right. Yeah, 7-3 to you both, and we'll catch you later. VK6ACT going clear.
Yeah, cheers, Colin. Catch you around, mate. VK6CS Mobile clear. Well, there we go. That just shows you that a bit of fun with amateur radio. That's on the 40 metre band. 7093 is a frequency that a lot of radio hams in Western Australia listen to. So if you're outside of WA or even outside of Australia and you fancy a crack at long range 40 metres, if you put out a shout on 7093, there's a fair chance you're going to find someone sitting there. So we've just tuned that antenna. Put out a call, just a test call, as you just saw. None of this was pre-arranged, and we had Mark in Esperance come back, and Colin, Colin's only a local station, but it just shows you that people are out there and they're listening. Colin was probably, I don't know, 5 kilometres away as the crow flies, and Mark BSA is probably closer to 500-600 kilometres away. And if you're really interested and you've got a map of Australia, we're in Perth in a suburb called Kelmscott at the moment, and Mark VK6BSA was in the coastal town of Esperance. If you look along the south coast of Western Australia, it's not that far, I don't think. Well, it's probably about halfway to the border with South Australia, so that's a very significant distance. About 700 or 800 kilometres to drive, I think, that distance. So there we go, a little bit of HF on playing around with a bit of mobile HF on 40 metres. I hope you found that interesting. I'll catch you next time, as always. Many thanks for watching.